Well, the government has a lot of programs this year that you have grant programs that you have to apply for the grants through your taxes. Yeah. So instead of going to some independent agency or whatever to fill out a form, no, you fill out a form at the when you file your taxes and you get the money. Now, there's about three or so major ones that you should be aware of because they're all new and they're probably going to go away next year. So when you're filing your taxes this year, you want to see if you're eligible for these. Now, in the report, down in the description, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to have all these reports so you can see if you're eligible or whatever, and apply and how and all this kind of stuff. So everything will be down there. You don't have to pay to join the Let's Go Help or any of that kind of stuff, or even Let's Go reports and get it on a report. These are the kind of reports that members get for free. So I want to give you a, sort of a peanut to eat so that you can see what kind of help you get if you decide to join Let's Go Help or get our reports that we sell separately on Let's Go Reports. Remember, every report we have is free to Let's Go Help members. So, but let me go through it because it's all going to be down. You don't have to worry about any of my selling stuff because it's going to be in the description. Okay, here's the big one. This is child tax credit. Okay, and this is huge because it's up to $18,000 you could get, and it's a new tax credit. And if you get the link on the bottom, see who's available, and that's the one they were sending out payments of, like $250 or $300 a month for 6 months. But then you have to apply at the end of the year to get the rest of it. And if you didn't get the payments and you have children, like they get 17 or under, you could still get it now. And actually, if you forget, you can get it next year too. You can always go back and get your taxes for a few years if you forget. You change your taxes and get it. Okay, so that's one thing. That's up to $18,000. Wow. Now, it depends on how many kids you have, but that's cool. So all the details are here in the report. The next one is people with no children. Oh, so they have one for children and one for no children. And this is, you can't earn a lot of money for this one, but it's up to $1,500. And before this year, the year being the tax year, 2021, it was only $500. So that was always there. So if you have no children and you're earning just a little bit of money, you could probably go back a couple of years and get like probably about 3-4 years of taxes. So at $500 a year, and that could be $2,000 more just by filling out a form. Okay, so there's a report on that. So, and there's 17 million people, that fit that category. So it's a lot of people. So you want to know about that. Now, the other thing is child care and dependent care. Boy, the income requirements go up to like $400,000 on this. This is just crazy stuff. Everybody used to, oh, I thought you had to be real poor to get a government grant. Now you have to be real rich. Well, you always did, and you got them. But now, no, the income limits go that high, and they're very high also for the first one I talked about, the child tax credit. They're not real high for the no child tax credit. So that's why it's a little different. So get the report in the bottom and see what that is. Okay. Now, what else do we have? Oh, here's a report too I put down there, how to get all the free tax help you want in the world. Okay. All the services, little things that I've been researching for about 30, 40, 50 years now. So it's all there, the little gems that I found, I put in one book. I can give that for free. Okay. Now, the child and dependent care credit. Now, see, the child, this is, you have a child tax credit, okay, and then you have a no child tax credit, so for no children. Now, this is child and dependent care tax credit, okay? That's different. And this is for whether you're taking care of children, and a lot of people have because they were, stuck home and couldn't go anywhere. So this is what that is. And the income, well, look at taxpayers' income over $438,000. It goes up. So if you make over $438,000, you can't apply. Oh, shucks. And that gives you like $4,000, $8,000 for the year for children. So, and for dependents. So if you have, an adult that you're taking care of, it could be a spouse, it could be a family member or something that you're taking care of. So as a caregiver, see, dependent care. So you have a dependent care. No matter, it doesn't have to be a child home from school. It could be grandma, grandpa, your husband, your wife, or anybody else. You could say claim as a dependent. You get a bunch of money for that, and that's I think the $8,000. To do that. Now here's all the qualifications. I'm not an accountant, so I don't want to go into this because I'll screw it up. But really, go through this. It's hard to get direct help from the IRS, and so you just give it a guess. Say, hey, that sounds like me, and you fill out the form. I also have the form here. That's a tax thing. You fill out the form. Just fill it out and read it and best you can. The worst case is you say you're sorry, but that's you got one in a gazillion chance almost. They don't have enough people to chase all these down anymore. But give it a fair shot. Now here's where you try to get free tax help. 211.org, okay, and also findhelp.org. That's a little rare now. There used to be a lot of this stuff, but because of COVID and stuff like that, it's pretty rare. So if you can, local libraries are making appointments, to come in. You could also call your local library, or just usually these two databases will have information where to get free tax help. It's hard to get through on the phone with the IRS too. So man, just fill it out the best shot you can. If it looks like you have to pay too much money, then get some help. But if it doesn't, just send it in and give it a shot. Because actually, if you find out you goofed, you can always redo it, later, and get even more money. So that's all the new tax stuff. So it's really grants. See, what they're doing now is passing grants through the IRS system because they got a system set up to give out money. So if they start a new system for something like they did with the rent grants, man, that's still screwed up. They've been working on that for a year. They still can't get the money out. That's why it's easier to get it through the tax system now. So these are grants, and they're grants even if you don't pay taxes, and you have, you don't owe any tax money. You still get the money back. You get extra. They pay you. You think you pay them? No, they pay you, even if you didn't owe tax money. So if you don't owe any tax money, you fill out your form. You got this. Oh, I didn't make enough to pay a lot of taxes. That's okay. They still give you the $8,000 or 12 or whatever the heck it is. You still get it. You get it back, no matter who you are. So you don't have to really pay a bunch of taxes to be able to get this money. No, you can pay no taxes and get the money. It's just a way to get the money out. Easy for the government. Easy for you? No, because you think for the last 50 years of your life, you've been thinking taxes, money, taxes. No. This is now a grant system. They're shoveling out through this. So don't worry about that too much. Okay, so look at the bottom for the links. Links are on the bottom. The links are on the bottom.